Anytime I start something, I really like to know that God is involved in it. How important is it for you to know that whatever it is you're doing, relationally or any pursuit, that God is involved? Well, today in our Points to Ponder, I want to talk about how to know and to have an open to whatever it is that you're up to. Matthew 18:20 says it this way. It says, "For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am with you." In other words, where 1 or 2 are gathered, where there is unity, Jesus is saying that He is in the midst, which is our first point. Unity is an invitation for God's presence. I need God's presence. I need Him to be involved elbow deep into whatever it is that I'm doing, and I think you might feel the same. See, our tendency, however, is that when things get tough or we run into opposition, whatever the pursuit is, that we turn on each other. And that is the first thing that breaks unity and causes us to disrupt. We do it to our own detriment. I cannot emphasize how important it is to maintain unity by turning to God and not turning on each other. I've made that mistake so many times, especially at times when you need Him the most. Remember, unity is an invitation to God's presence. Ephesians 4:2 and 3 says this. It says, "Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through." What does this tell us? Point number 2, maintaining unity can be difficult. It absolutely takes intentionality and it takes effort. Being intentional about protecting unity means that we prioritize unity in our relationships and in our endeavors. I remember there's been times in my relationship maritally that we would come into mountains, we would come into things that we would face, and we always had to remind ourselves of this, that our relationship is more important than whatever obstacle it is that we're facing. And when we did that, we were pretty much on our way to winning. Again, the natural tendency is when you face opposition is to turn on each other. It is very, very difficult, and you have to be very, very intentional. Point number 3, unity reveals our identity as believers. You say, really? Yeah, I want you to think about this. In Ephesians 4:2-3, it says, "Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the faith." Think about what it says. It says that gentleness and patience, all of these things necessary to maintain unity, are the very characteristics of a believer. Those are all the fruits of the Spirit. What did Jesus say? He said, "They will know you by your love for one another." And that's what makes unity possible, that we walk in authentic love towards each other. That makes unity work. Number 4, unity is required to complete our mission. Every single person has a purpose. Every single person has a part, which only functions missionally within the context of unity. How important is that? It's huge. And number 5, this is probably the biggest. If you don't take away anything else, take away this. Selfishness destroys unity. Whether it's in the context of our marriage, whether it's in the context of any type of relationship, selfishness is usually at the root of what causes most of the problems. You want your way, I want my way, and then we get into this place of disunity and we effectively shut God out. Intentionally or unintentionally, those are the results. We must get over ourselves in order to walk in unity with others. Selfishness, quite frankly, destroys relationships and destroys unity. I cannot make it about me and about the mission at the same time. That is one of those either ors. If you're going to follow God and you're going to execute what He wants you to do, if you make it about you, selfishness will destroy unity. Now remember, real problems require real solutions. So dig deep in God's Word today.